This is how I execute my trades. I'm very transparent in my Telegram channel and on YouTube about the trades I'm taking and my profits and my losses. I'm not an expert. I do not run a paid course. I'm documenting my journey, but a lot of people willingly misunderstand that without seeing what I actually do. Firstly, I use astrology for a more macro fundamental bias, transits and lunar cycle generally. Then for technical analysis, I'm using support and resistance as my bread and butter. Then RSI, moving averages, and volume as my entry and exit signals. With astrology, I'm using basic astrological transits to look at correlations with price action. You check the chain, I check the planets. This is data science and collecting patterns like anything else. I'm not psychic, I'm not using magic, I'm looking at planetary aspects on an intraday basis and seeing how that lined up with backtesting. This gives me a bullish or bearish sentiment, but I need technical analysis to execute that. And what a lot of people know me for is pointing out that new moons tend to be local tops and full moons tend to be local bottoms on major assets. Like I said, my biggest strategy is just support and resistance levels. What would I need to break this range? I want a deviation and a successful retest, or an invalidation and a breakdown. However, I'm generally trading the 15-minute and 1-hour charts, but I look at the 4-hour and daily for context. I prefer Heiken-Ashik candles to gauge momentum, and I'm generally looking at RSI for the entry and exits, with bullish or bearish divergences. I look at volume as another confluence metric. Sometimes I add in silico crayons or moving averages. I can use the astrology as an edge, but I need the technical analysis to be executed correctly in order to profit. I'm not selling anything, I'm not offering a paid course, I'm documenting my journey. And most of my successes come from trading on low time frames. I will never recommend that to anyone. Most of you will be better off buying and holding assets over years than trying to trade the 15-minute chart. As I said, I'm very open about my profits, my losses, everything. I see this as a journey that I'm willing to share and not as something that I'm an expert in by any means, and probably won't be if I ever am over several years or decades. However, I do stand by crypto being the biggest opportunity for wealth generation for most people, given how manipulative the traditional financial system really is.